So the squat is probably the most comprehensive movement of your program just because it requires a lot of skills to learn. One of the most important and probably the very first skills that you girls need to learn when it comes to the squat is the breathing and bracing. So with the squatting, you don't want to breathe as you're moving throughout the movement. The only time that you breathe is literally at the top when you're not moving. So at the start of the movement, when the bar is on your back, or if you're holding a dumbbell in front of you, you're going to take a breath in through your mouth, goes into your diaphragm, and it fills up your stomach. So it expands and gets bigger. Once that has happened, you're going to brace your stomach like someone's about to punch you. When you do that, you tense it, it becomes very hard. The harder that will be, the easier that your squat will be. Also, this will help avoid any injuries to your spine, because if you're breathing throughout the movement, you're going to be very soft in the core area and your spine is going to be really flexy and the weight can impact the spine. So from this movement up here, we're going to breathe in, stomach expands, we tense it, we hold our breath until we get back to the top again. One more. Brace. Okay, so now we're starting to get that part. The next part is the actual movement of the squat. Now, a common thing that I see with people squatting is that they'll arch their back when they squat, like this, and they'll shoot their bum back and the chest will come up. When you do that, you're putting all the weight that's on your back onto your lower back here. So we want to make sure that we tuck our hips under, and then from there, we're going to, the hips will go back, the upper body will go forward. So that way our spine will stay nice and straight. And our spine can look like this broomstick here. So if this was my spine, as my bum goes back, my torso is going to come forward to keep like this broomstick, my spine nice and straight. So from here, breathe in, brace, hips will go back, upper body will go a little forward to keep it straight. We squat down, come back up, we breathe out. Now, the other part is that we're going to work on our knees and our feet. So as we squat down, we're going to make sure that our knees will go outwards. We don't want our knees to go forward when we squat. The other part with our feet is we want to keep them flat on the floor. So we're going to breathe in, brace your stomach, hips will go back, upper body will go forward a touch, knees are going out, feet are staying flat on the floor. Now, as we're at this bottom part, to know how low you guys need to go, we need to make sure our hips here are underneath the top of our knee. So if I did that, that means I'm getting past that parallel point, which is going to be optimal for your glutes. If we're in here, where I'm now the top of my knee, and there's the line, my hips are above that parallel, it's not going to be as optimal for your glutes. So now let's all put this together. We're going to breathe in, brace, tense it really hard, hips will go back, upper body will go a little forward, knees are going out, feet is flat, we're going to come back up, squeeze the bum, and breathe out. So give that a go, and I'll give you some new cues on the next phase of your squat.